So just a heads up, I have my phone propped up on a very weird structure that I have built, and I'm like 90% sure it's gonna crumble eventually. So if you see my phone fall, that's why. But I got on here and I want to talk about some things. So the last time I made a video, which I do spontaneously, I don't know why. But the last time I made a video, I did it on weight loss, and I was recording every day how much I lost and the struggles and praises I was having with that. And then I also talked about the death of my bird Perry, which was really hard on me, which eventually made me so depressed that I stopped doing my weight loss videos and gained more weight. Yay. But I want to talk about a few things. And I told you that was going to happen. I want to talk about a few things, and one of which being my college life and things that I've learned through that. So if you know me, you know that I graduated high school. I didn't know what I wanted to do, what I wanted to be. I knew that I was going to leave, but I didn't know what I wanted to study. And so I went in as a history major because I really liked history in high school. I was like, okay, cool, history, duh, I love that. So, third year in, I don't know what I want to do. Job-wise, you think more of practical jobs than are jobs that might be out there that you might like, that aren't as easy to get into, and that one job would be for me to teach. I love history, but that's not for me. Although, I would love to be like a preschool teacher, I feel like that would suit me, but it's just not my calling. And a lot of people bring that up, and they're like, well, God, spoke to me, and he told me what to do. And I'm just sitting here clueless, please help me. And, I feel like, I don't know if this counts as him talking to me, but I got this, feeling in my gut a little while ago that, I'm supposed to help people, which is odd for me to think about, because I struggle with severe anxiety. I'm an introvert, that doesn't sound like me, but, if you know me, you know that, I've always taken in, stray animals. I love them. They are my life. And I tend to go towards animals than people. Because, animals can't really talk back. They don't judge you. They can be mean, of course. But, if you love them, they usually love you. And, I feel like in that way, that also ties in with me helping people. And I feel like I'm branching out more. I'm trying to get away from my 100% introvert personality. I feel like I'm about an 80 now, but sometimes I get these random anxiety attacks, out of nowhere. I'll be like, I can't be here anymore, please don't talk to me, I'm gonna freak out, all this stuff. And my family doesn't understand that. I get that, because they're not dealing with it, but support is a big thing. You need to have support in your life for stuff like that. So I switched my major to psychology, third year in. Again, same situation. I love it. I don't know what I want to do with it. One job I can think of is counseling. I'm not opposed to that, but it's not my first choice. In a weird way, again, I feel like I'm called to help people and help animals, not in the counseling way. But Project Free to Fly would be a really good example. People like that. I feel like I'm called to do something like that, to help people talk about their issues, something like that. Or maybe something in animals, service animals, train them. I don't know. All I know is that I feel like I'm called to help people. And in my psychology classes, I've been in school for the past 3 months. In my classes, I've learned so much. Literally so much. It's not necessarily things that I didn't know. Some of it is. But things that you're aware of, but you put them off to the side of your head. You don't really pay attention to them. You neglect them. You're like, oh, I can't do anything about it. Whatever. And you can. You might not make big changes in the world, get a law changed or stuff like that. But right now, a big topic is environmental issues, what you can do for that. And I know Cleveland does a lot of things to help with that, even if they're not big, finding connections and finding out what's going on. In high school, I helped out with the creek cleanup every single year. I loved it. Except for one time I got pulled under by a person who fell. It was water filled with waders. That's not... waders filled with water is not fun. But even... I know they do 5Ks where you pick up garbage and plastic while you run. And just stuff like that. Another thing we were talking about in my Bible study is words of affirmation. if someone says something negative to you, you remember that for a long time. Like, I remember someone said something negative to me when I was like 5 or 6 years old. My hand's shaking, I'm sorry. But I remember someone said something negative to me, and it has literally never left. Think about it all the time when I'm sad. It just pops up out of nowhere. If you say something nice to someone, like every morning when I'm getting coffee, I compliment a person in front of me and a person behind me. Say, hey, I like your earrings, or I like your article of clothing, or you look really nice today. Something like that, because it makes someone's day so much better. Like, the other day I was going to school, and I was having, it's morning. I'm kind of a morning person, but sometimes I'm really just not a morning person. Like, Mondays, don't even. Not till I've had my coffee. But, like, I had a run-in with a crossing guard, because to get to my house to Lee University, I have to go through a school system. They had their 20 miles per hour light on. I was going like 13, okay? I was not speeding. I'm very cautious about my speed in my car. And I got a little confused, because normally, if you think of like high school traffic guards, if they don't want you to go and someone's turning, they'll give you the stop sign and they'll use their other hand to like motion to those people, come on. He didn't do either of those that I saw. So I was going very slow, and I stopped because I didn't know if I was supposed to go or not. And he yelled at me to go, said pay attention. And then he yelled at me to slow down when I started going. Again, I'm still going under 20 miles per hour, and there's no children in sight. Like, what good is it going to do to yell at me? That makes me, one, in a bad mood for the rest of the day. And two, it makes me want to be not nice to you, which, thankfully, mind over matter, I didn't say anything or give him a finger. I did not. I drove to school, ate my food for breakfast. Yay me. But, like, stupid stuff like that. Like, be nice to people. Like, I'm not innocent of this. I've been mean to people, I'm not gonna lie. I get mad at people, and sometimes I just stop talking to them, which really kills me, because I've had that done to me recently, and it's made me feel like crap. So if I've ever done that to you, I am extremely sorry. But, like, back to my psychology classes, I have learned so much about this world. And it's not stuff that I, like, didn't know. Because, you just push it to the side. But, like, I found this out in my lifespan development class the other day, that, like, a girl, age of, like, 3, starts to have, like, body image issues. Like, hey, I don't really look like her. Or, maybe I'm not skinny enough. Like, I don't know about you, but I don't remember being 3. So, like, to learn, like, studies have shown that 3-year-olds start to think that. That's insane. Like, let's talk about body stuff. So, if you remember me, I've gone up and down on my weight. In high school, I was, like, size 6, and I went to a size 2. Now, I'm not going to say what I am, but I'm neither of those. I'm more than those combined. And, like, I changed my hair a lot, hair length, hair color, everything. I've gotten tattoos. And in my family, I guess my family would be known as, like, normal. Like, they don't do stuff like that. They don't get tattoos. They don't get weird haircuts. They don't color their hair weird. And I did all of this. My family was like, and, I understand that. That's a change. But, it's something that I'm comfortable with. Something that I find important in my life. Change and to find out who you are. We all go through those experimental phases. And, my tattoos weren't experimental. I spent, like, a good year thinking about my thigh tattoo. And, like, what it meant, what I like it, what I dislike it, all these things. And, I saw this tweet the other day. It was, like, someone asked me what my tattoo meant. And I was like, it meant that I once had $400 just to blow on a tattoo, which I don't have right now. Which, again, there's that factor. But, like, my tattoo means something to me. And every time I look at it, it makes me happy. It's a social norm now. A lot of people get them. And, like, my family was shocked when I got them. But that's always been me. And, like, recently, if you know me in person, I shaved my head. I had a buzz cut. I still do. It's a wig. But, I have a buzz cut. And the first thing someone asked me when they saw it is, are you gay? And I was like, 1, I'm not gay. But, like, 2, what does it matter if I am? Like, you shouldn't judge people whether they're gay or not. You should love them unconditionally either way. And, like, I've heard this thing a lot about Bible things, like, the Bible says you shouldn't be gay. If you're gay, you're going to hell. But I'm like, it also says if you sin, that you're going to hell, or, like, just stuff like that, like, we're both equally at fault, just for different things. And you can't like help how you feel like about other people, like man or female, but like little issues with this world. Again, I'm not innocent. I am one of these problems, but I am working on it. I have been trying to change my environment to positive people and positive energy over negative people and negative energy. I play Xbox a lot with my friends because I'm an introvert. You know, I've always had like this online connection with people. So like my friends, we were playing a game the other day and they start to rage and get mad over something stupid. And I'm like, chill, man. It's just a game. You know, it's not really about the game. It's about like the people you spend time with. Again, they were still really mad. So I was like, look, man, I love you, but like, I need to be around positive people, positive energy, and I just can't really deal with this right now. So I left. And I felt bad because, you know, I miss my friends and I miss playing with them and talking with them. But you have to put yourself in a place where it's going to make you a better person. And just so many things. Like in society, like in all my psychology classes, we talk about things that are wrong with the world, negative things, and we study them. Why don't we talk about positive things and the effects on positivity and what being nice to someone over being mean to someone can do? Maybe I'll get there in my other psychology classes, but like literally, it's insane all the problems that this world has. And I think we need to start and acknowledge them and help change them. Like now. Like I'm 21 years old. I remember ever since I was little that like plastic has always been a problem. Now it's like a huge problem. And yet in 21 years of my life, no one has made that big of a change to fix it. Little things, yes, but major things, no. At least not that I'm aware of. Things need to change. And this video, I feel like, is a good acknowledgement of that. And I hope that you guys will let me know what you think. Like, small steps, positivity over negativity, words of affirmation. Go for them. Spread it. Live it. Love it. Let me know what you think.